And I remember when I got that phone call, it was just like, first of all, let me tell you how I got the phone call. I went to use the restroom, and soon I leave to want to go to use the restroom. My brother bust in the restroom right behind me and tackled me and say, "Answer the phone." He's like, "I know the area code. Answer the phone." And I'm getting myself together trying to answer the phone, and then that was the phone call I've been waiting my entire life, and I literally broke down after that. I couldn't breathe. I didn't know how to talk. I mean, I just was lost for words.
So Shaquille, you saw the phone just sitting there?
So as soon as he left, I seen our pick starting to come up. So I just happened to look at the phone and I seen the area code. So I grabbed the phone and I seen, I had some of my family members, my niece and my nephew, laying on the floor. I had to jump over them, and I was so glad he didn't lock the door. So I just busted the door. I said, "I don't care what you doing. I don't care." And I jumped on him. I said, "You need to focus. You need to focus." So I gave him the phone. He answered.
Yeah, and we just heard the exchange that you had with John Schneider and with Pete Carroll. What does it mean for you? Again, obviously, as we just heard, timing is everything in life. The fact that the weight that you had wound up with the fact that you guys are now teammates once again.
I mean, I truly feel that, God has a plan for everything. And, me going through the process and, waiting to hear my name, I mean, the anxiety was building every single minute that the draft kept going on. And I'll wait all over again to be able to have the opportunity such as this and be able to be with my brother again. And, we do everything together. And we always dreamed about playing Little League, high school, college, and now we can truly say that, we made it to the next chapter of our life, and we still together.
You two guys sat down. I'm one of 7 kids, right? I got 4 brothers. And I was watching the two of you when you sat down, and you both looked at each other and shook your head and smiled. What was going on with that communication? Like, wow, we're here?
I don't know. It was so much going on, man. It was just... usually when we give each other that look, we already know we stand to each other. And at that moment, we were just saying we finally did it. We finally made it. I'm proud of you, and I know you're proud of me and everything we accomplished and what we're going to accomplish later.
So talk to us a little bit about the process now, because we go back to the Senior Bowl, and you were frustrated because you didn't have a combine invite at that point, right? You go from the Senior Bowl to just ripping up the combine. You go from being a small-town hero in UCF to the entire world hearing about your story. How do you put it all in perspective and then keep your head tight, because you got a challenge in front of you when you get to camp?
For me, I will remember the reason why I do everything I do. It's not all about football. It's not about me. It's about who I'm able to inspire, who I'm able to help. And me being able to have a platform such as this for me to, show everybody, not just kids, but, men and women, that if you just keep pushing for everything you want and never give up, no matter what somebody's telling you, you can be able to accomplish whatever you want. And people say this is history in the making. Well, it's people making history every single day, and I want people to understand that it don't matter if you have 1 hand, 2 hands, 3 hands, or 40 hands. If you keep pushing for everything you want in life, you can accomplish it. Because at the end of the day, when you wake up in the morning and you see yourself in the mirror, there's only one person that can stop you from having a good day, and that's yourself. There's nobody going to be right there like, you're not going to have a good day, you're not going to accomplish anything out of life. Only person that can stop you is yourself. And that's why I said, people can say whatever they want about me. They can have their own opinion, say what I can or what I can't do. At the end of the day, it's up to me to be able to accomplish everything I want out of life.
You two made sure you went to college together. As I understand it, some schools said, Shaquille, we want him, but not you. And he said, I'm not going anywhere without my brother. And you went to UCF together. But from both of you quickly, what was it like with this journey? You go off, and for the first time, you're not really doing it together. He's not playing. You're playing. You get drafted. He still has school. What was it like for both of you trying to work through that part of the process?
So that part of the process was definitely different. But I felt like we needed that, and I was actually praying about that, and I'm actually so grateful that it did happen this way, because it gave me a chance to experience everything, and if anything I could learn to give to him, I wanted to be exactly how it was, and I was happy that it happened that way. And I know I'm overprotective. My whole family continue to remind me I am, but I want it to be that way so I can make sure I pretty much tested the waters out and take everything that I learned to give it to him. So this road, this process will be a lot easier on him, and I'm glad to help. And I feel like that year we needed for us to mature a little bit more. He could become his own, and I could become my own, and I feel like it worked out just perfect.
I just want to know if in your place up in Seattle, if you got room for a roommate.
Yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna knock a couple walls down, you know, make it a little bigger, you know. But I already told him, I said, I guess you just come live with me. That'll be perfect.
I think someone will learn the playbook a lot quicker too.
Yeah. I already told him, I said, if
No
he
excuses now.
if he can't
No
make room,
excuse.
just put my bed in the closet. We'll make it work.
Did you at all, Shaquille, nudge Pete Carroll, John Schneider a little bit throughout this whole process? Did you nudge the general manager, John Schneider, or your coach, Pete Carroll, a little bit throughout this whole process?
Well, I made sure I kept his name fresh in that building. So every day I made sure I mentioned my brother about something. Even if it's just, hey, you know, man, my brother got a good workout in. You know, his back pedal looking smooth every day. You know, I say his name, yeah, Shaquem Griffin, yeah, that's, you know, my twin brother. Yeah, I just thought I'd let you know. So I kept his name fresh in that building, and, you know, they continued through this whole process to let me know how much they love my brother, how much they love my family. And, you know, and I'm glad they made this happen. You know, it's a dream come true. You know, not just being drafted, but being able to be with my family again and bringing my brother back home.
Other question I have for you. I've seen both. I saw him at the combine. I saw you run. Who's faster? Who's the fastest brother?
You know what? This is your day. So I'm gonna let him have this one. This is your day, so I'm gonna say he's the fastest.
Well, hold on a second. Wasn't it his day at the combine, and you tweeted out at us, "I'd like to see the simulcam between me and my brother"?
Yeah.
Did that not happen?
It happened, and I'm glad y'all made sure I slowed down a little bit towards the end, so he can catch up. It made it look good. It was perfect. I'm glad y'all did that.
Shaquem, I got to stand up for you here. You did win that simulcam on that day when we put him against you on the combine.
I mean, that's what I was thinking too. Like, I knew I won, but you can't tell him nothing. And then the weight difference. He told me I was gonna run 4.45. I was like, I'm gonna run 4.3, and he was like, you weigh too much. I was like, well, just make sure you pay attention, because if you blink, you might miss.
Well, let me get to some of the reaction, okay, that you may have missed, because I'm sure you've been through everything. Starting with the lead up to this week, you were kind enough to sit down for a piece with us called I Am Shaquem Griffin. You were telling your story. I don't know if you got a chance to see this a little bit. I don't know if you saw this, Shaquille. But we had a bunch of kids sit down and talk about what you, Shaquem, mean to and for them. Give a little look right here.
I am Shaquem Griffin. I know what you're thinking. Trust me, you don't know half the story. I was born with a rare condition called amniotic band syndrome, which causes permanent damage to fingers and limbs. I was in so much pain. My mom took me to the doctors for surgery. When I walked out of the hospital,
my left hand was gone.
I made a decision.
I was never going to quit.
I was never going to quit.
Even if the world wanted me to.
Doubt me all you want.
Doubt me all you want.
What matters
is this. I am Shaquem Griffin.
I am determination.
I am resolve.
I am unstoppable.
I am a role model.
I am against all odds.
I am Shaquem Griffin.
I am Shaquem Griffin.
You only know half my story.
Because the other half
is yet to be written.
Before you answer, I want to show you a tweet from today from a young lady named Juliana, wearing a UCF, what appears to be a cheerleader outfit, giving you a shout out and best of luck.
Team, it's Juliana. I love watching you play football in college, and I can't wait to cheer you on in the NFL. Good luck. Bye.
Oh, man.
What does this mean to you?
I mean, seeing that it's so amazing seeing that, because, you know, Juliana is definitely a friend of mine. I met her in Houston, and watching her live her dreams out, you know, that what gives me so much push. That what gives me so much fire to make sure I never give up on myself, because me, Juliana, everybody else, they pushing to create something that's bigger than just sports itself. We trying to get away from people setting limitations on us about what we can and what we cannot do, because we don't set limits on ourselves. So why does anybody feel like they can set limits on me? And I'm pretty sure anybody feel the same way. If somebody came to you and said, you can't do that, you can't do this, you will feel some type of way about it. And this is the reason why I go so hard. This is the reason why I keep fighting, because I know how important it is to not only me, but everybody else who's pushing also. You know, yeah, sometimes it's a lot of negativity when people, you know, tell me what I can't do. But if I stop pushing, then I'm not giving up just on myself. I'm giving up on everybody who continue to push and who go through pain and who go through all the negativity and who choose to, you know, every time they wake up in the morning, they're trying to find some positive outlet to make sure that they can keep them through their day. And that's why I'm never gonna stop fighting. I'm never gonna give up. And people gonna know who Shaq Griffin is, and everybody gonna know who Julian is, and everybody who's pushing to be the best they can be, they gonna know about them too.
You know, you guys have been so impressive, the two of you. So well-spoken, so emotional with direction. You know where you're going. What were the influences in your lives? Because you guys handle everything really well at a very young age.
Well, our influence is all right behind you, right there. Our whole family.
That's
you know,
what I thought.
That's all you can ever ask for. With a group like that, there's no way you can go wrong. You know, and they always push us in the right direction. You know, it's so much they've done for us, and you know, we continue to say what we did or what we sacrificed, but them guys behind you sacrificed the most.